Yo, you tuned in to Guerila Cross Radio.
Okay, I'm so sorry, everyone. Slight little lateness delays, but I'm here. I'm in effect. Mel's not here, so maybe that's what caused my lateness a little bit. But that's all good because we got some great guests in the studio tonight. I got my fellas from the Guerila Cross family,
Yes, sir.
from Let the Ball Bounce. I know you know these guys because they appear every Saturday, every Tuesday. You cannot not know these fellas. I got my boy Goose Thomas in the house.
What up, though?
And my boy Dre.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dre Bailey. I'm just so elated, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in, filling in for Mel, just making it like the best thing ever right now. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a few little things and kind of how we run down our show. It's a little different from you guys, but we start with the Vegas sports things. But we can talk about anything tonight. It's just kind of like a free flow night. And also, anybody watching on Facebook Live or download the Guerila Cross app, know that you guys can call in to us at 702-608-3259. That is the number. We're going to get started. I got a shout out to Las Vegas Sports Daily. Shout out to Mike Dixon because they have been the most trending thing, I think, not even locally, but nationally. Some things have occurred over the weekend. And we were going to touch on that a little bit because I feel like inappropriate and unwanted advances is never okay. Shout out to Jen Sushi. That's
I don't know if touching on is the right term.
Touching? I don't know. Like, I just feel like that listen,
inappropriate eyeballing?
Inappropriate eyeballing, inappropriate staring. I don't know. When do we cross the line?
She did not need mouth to mouth.
Yes,
No.
she did not.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Whatever was stuck in her throat was gathered at that point. No question.
See, that's why I was like, I really didn't want to get into this. But anyway, if you guys don't know or are familiar with the story, we have Las Vegas Sports Daily, Mike Dixon's.
Shout out Mike Dixon.
Shout out Mike and all the fellas and this special lady, Jen Sushi, who actually does some reporting for the site. She had interviewed a Bulgarian boxer over the weekend, and he won his match first time. Is this his first time in the U.S.? What was the story with that? Like,
I think it was his first.
was it first
his
time?
First fight in the
First
US,
fight in the
yeah.
U.S.? Okay, so he's actually an accomplished boxer and actually pretty well known. But she was interviewing him, being as professional as we all try to be, and we are when we are interviewing sports athletes or anything to that matter that's related to sports and what our field is in. But anyway, coming towards the end of the interview, I mean, she was asking him very fair questions, everything about the fight, all the particulars. I think his excitement overwhelmed him, if you will, and he just kind of moved in.
Is that what we call it now?
Overwhelmed.
I don't know. Underwhelmed? I don't think it was underwhelmed because he immediately grabbed her and just smooched her up like a quickness, like a bandit, just smooched her right in the mouth, like.
Yeah.
And it kind of shocked her, which it shocked all of us. If you ever see that video, you can go on, I believe, Las Vegas Sports Daily's website. They have it queued up for you. But it took her by surprise. I think it took her back a little bit, and
She
kind of just
smiled.
kinda she smiled, but
yeah.
She tried to
still,
smile it off.
Yeah, I don't
think
know
that was
how I would have
fake.
handled that. I don't know if I could have
A
smiled
person
it
just
off.
kissing you in your mouth without your consent.
And bleeding on top of that because he did have a gash
Yeah,
above
like
his forehead.
a huge
He had a
gash
huge
on his.
gash, so he was bloody over his forehead and
Yeah.
Health scare, too.
Yeah.
Out.
yeah, like all that is just no go. First of all, it's just never okay. So I hope she's all right. I hope she's in a better space from that, and I hope everything gets resolved from that situation.
But didn't she hang out with him afterwards?
It's rumored that happened, but I don't know the full story. I haven't spoken to Mike or anything, and I know right now it's kind of a little touchy. I think he can't comment on his page, and he was
Right.
advising folks not to comment just yet until they get all the facts. But the fact remains that it was an unwanted advance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or unwarranted, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Right.
That's not the fact that remains, though. That's the theory that remains.
The theory that remains, however you want to
Because
slice
we don't
it.
know the facts.
Well, we saw it, But we didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, we
but
don't.
saw.
We don't know fully if it was unwarranted though.
Because
She might have kicked it with him afterwards. What he said.
The facts are he did kiss her.
Yes. Because he did post on his Twitter that he did, and he thought that they were cool, is what he said in his statement. That I thought we were friends, we'd known each other.
No, he said we are friends.
Oh, we are friends.
And
Okay.
we hung out after that.
Yeah, we don't know what was said prior to the interview.
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh.
We don't know if that could have been a whole setup.
Yeah, but
We don't
still,
know
do you still kiss your people like that when they're conducting a
No,
professional interview?
no,
I mean,
you
can we
don't.
separate the business and the personal later?
Sure.
Like, can
She's
we?
cool with it, but obviously she said she wasn't.
Do
I
we
mean,
know that she wasn't cool?
We
with
don't. That's the thing. We really don't know. If anybody has any information on this, Mike, if you're out there listening and you can give some sense to it, you can call us to 702-608-3259. Let us know. But I mean,
What if one of your guests tried to do that to you? I mean, would you? Well, first off,
wait a minute. Which guest?
Wait, let's say it was
Hold on.
Mike Trout. Mike Trout.
Oh yeah, because I got lipstick ready last week. If y'all didn't watch last week, I got lipstick ready for.
So some girls are getting ready for this.
I got lipstick ready for Mike Trout, but I still would feel taken back, and I still would feel like, hey, you crossed the line.
But
Right.
you already said I'm getting my lipstick ready for you.
Yeah, to look nice, but not to kiss. I don't want to smudge my
Oh.
lipstick. If I kiss a guy with my lipstick on, it goes all over my face. I end up looking like the Joker.
so what type
That's
of
not happening.
what type of outfit does she have on though?
Hold on, what type of kissing you doing for your lipstick to go all over your
It's
face
just
like
a
that?
oh
What
my
type of
God,
kissing
we have
is going
opened
on
a big
here?
door. It's not like, I'm just saying, like, my lipstick is not smudge proof. Some of it is, some of it isn't.
So would you
one
be mad if
smooch
Mike
could-
Trout kissed you?
Yeah, I'd be mad, and then I sue the pants off him because
Oh,
he's
'cause
worth
the money.
because he's
Because
worth
the
all
money.
that
Yeah,
money.
money.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
the money.
I mean,
Lord.
Because the money.
I mean,
But you were. You were.
I was ready. That's a good little example to bring up. But I would have not have gone there, and I don't think he would have gone there.
What if he says I want to kiss you and you're like, all right?
I'd have been like, aren't you married?
so we're going there.
Yeah,
We're going
because he's
that
married.
deep.
Yeah, isn't he married? We found out he was married after
Yeah,
the
but
show.
you didn't know that when you were juicing up your lips.
I know, but I was just juicing up my lips to look nice, to get ready. To just
Yeah, to
But
be
show
not-
out the
presentable.
but
attributes.
not
See how
to
my
kiss
lips
Mike
are
Trout.
See how red my lips are right now?
Yeah.
Because I went in the bathroom when I saw you guys and I said, let me get my lips ready for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because my lips always have to be popping. Because I want to look nice on the show.
But you already look nice, and then when we brought up Mike Trout, you pulled out the lipstick.
I know, because I was drinking drinks and I
Okay.
had smudged off.
All right.
Let me just.
I feel you. I'm just
So-
trying to get the whole story.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
that's
a lot
the
of
whole story.
excuses coming
No.
across the
These are
table here.
explanations. This is not an excuse. There's a difference between an explanation and an excuse.
Excuses
Okay.
can be explanations.
Oh no, this is an explanation. But moving right along, I don't know. And then you said something about the outfit. I don't think the outfit has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, but what you say you want to your thing is the lipstick so you can make yourself look presentable,
Right.
And you want to make sure your lips are popping.
Right.
Yeah.
Her thing may be I want to make sure that like
Everything.
I'm super revealing.
That just might be her thing.
that may be her thing.
Yeah,
So-
but that
but
doesn't
that
warrant
doesn't
it. That
give
doesn't
him-
warrant any
Absolutely.
advances.
Right.
The
True
same
story.
way with
Just-
my lips.
right.
It does not
True
warrant
story.
you
And
to
it's
just.
and
jump
it's the
up
same
and do
thing.
that.
Like if you were at a strip club, and they're walking around with no clothes on, you don't just go and advance yourself
No, you
like
can't
that.
do
Like
that.
No, you
can't
can't.
do that.
No, not at all.
You might die before you actually get kicked
Not at
out.
all. You can't do that. I just
Yeah.
think it's wrong, like all the way wrong. And
Now
even
I can
though-
see if she had the green dress on.
the
Then
green dress. Let me just tell you something about the green dress, okay?
The green dress.
Man, green dress is
Shout
such
out
a part.
Mel,
Shout out
man.
to Melissa, who's laying up in somewhere far, far away, probably in a green dress or a green colored bikini or a green whatever
Whoa,
visual you can
whoa,
get.
all right.
Whoa.
As long as it's a Midori green.
Okay.
Midori is green in Japanese, but
Mm-hmm.
she rocked that green dress. And that's all was a little leg, like she said last week. And look at the response it got.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like you guys need to control yourselves.
I ain't say I actually did.
I feel like you
did I
guys.
say anything on that
Great.
thread?
No.
I have great self-control.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I saw the meme that you posted of her with the green dress,
Yeah.
and then why was your face by her?
Did you?
Behind,
Well, that
like-
wasn't my meme. That was actually Vance
Vance.
Longhorn.
Vance, shout out to
Vance.
Horn. Shout out to
out
Horn.
man.
Horn making
The,
memes out here.
the meme king.
The meme king. I need to know from Horn why the face was. When I see him one of these days, I'm gonna have to ask. What's the face of you
Yeah, because
near her?
she's
derriere?
even though she went to UW, she's actually a Tar Heel fan.
Right.
So that was just me peeking in with, she had the Tar Heel head on her.
Okay,
And
that's
that
what
rib
it
looks
was.
so
Yeah, that's what that
angry.
was.
The
That's what that
eyebrows
was.
on it look so angry.
That's what it was.
That's
I
what
told her,
that
I said,
was.
"Oh my God, that thing looks so angry." But anyway, you guys made some great points with that. I don't know. We have to investigate more of this story. I know my story with Mike Trout, and I'm sticking to it. My lips. I'm a big makeup glam girl. Shout out to my job because
Right.
we always want to look presentable. That's just the
course.
thing.
Of course.
So, I don't know what caused him to just get excited and do that, and there's no excuse for that, in my opinion.
I wonder if it has any inclination of where he's from. I know you said he was from
Yeah, he's from
Bulgaria?
Bulgaria.
right, because I've been to different places or I've experienced different cultures and they do different things. So
Sure.
like I've been around, people who just, they won't sit in 3 chairs away from you. They'll sit right next to you. And like in their culture, they, being close in tight, big open spaces is okay with them. I'm not
mean-
saying that in Bulgaria, it's okay to advance, but they've hung out before. He thought he knew her is what he's saying.
Maybe he thought the interview was
Maybe
very
he was-
casual and candid.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't
Even though there
know.
was a
I mean, it looked
camera
like it
and
was from a
microphones.
cell phone.
It looked like it was a selfie-like
wasn't a-
type
yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
It did look set
yeah,
up like
it looked
was
like it was on a
product-
selfie stick.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. Well, anyway.
And if she kicks it with him and he thought he was just celebrating with her, like, yo, we won because you're my homie, maybe that's what he thought.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
And you're right with the different
Isaiah
countries.
kissed Magic,
Yeah,
or Magic
right.
kissed Isaiah.
They kissed
They
each other.
they kissed each other. That was infamous.
Was it
there.
on the mouth? It wasn't
No,
on
it
the
was
mouth
like a
though.
cheek
It was
and
a
cheek, but it was very
kiss.
close.
Not on the camera.
You know,
It was a
camera
cheek.
looked very close, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a cheek kiss.
But that was before the game started too, right?
Yeah.
Could have been after the game, too.
Oh
We don't know.
gosh, I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
We don't know what
anything.
happened when the
I don't
cameras
want-
are off.
I don't want to speculate.
We
anything.
don't.
We don't know
We
what.
don't.
All right, you guys. I don't know. But anyway,
It's not okay, man.
it's not okay at the end
Either
of the
way,
day.
it's
Either
not
way,
okay.
it's not okay. I appreciate y'all
Yes.
contributing to that. But Sports Daily got a lot of hits off of that. I ain't mad at them. So whatever you got to do,
Yeah.
they made it
Yeah,
very.
absolutely.
We could bring Mike Trout. We could have you interview Mike Trout.
You really on this Mike Trout stuff?
I'm just saying, if we want to get clicks.
I mean, you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna expect him to kiss me either. I'm gonna say thank you, Mike, and he'll be like, "Thank you, Mo," and go on. He might not even be into sisters. You know, some of these guys they ain't gonna be able
we don't know.
to
That's
be
true.
like,
We don't
I mean,
know.
this is professional. Like all the females. Let me just say, all the female sports analysts, the professional ones, have never. Roxy, Carrie Champion,
Right.
beautiful women.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Joy Taylor, like all of them.
Sure.
I've never heard a story of them where they've had unwanted advances that we know of.
That we
Right.
know of. Maybe not on ESPN. Maybe before whatever they were doing it.
I would like to really know if that ever
station,
happened with them.
possibly.
I would
That'd be
love that
interesting.
one day. That'd be really
interesting
interesting. But you see how the level of professional and how they're respected. I
Yeah.
think it's a thing too that you're
Right.
respected. And I
Sure.
think once you're taken seriously, like our format up here is so like professionally done. Shout out to
Right.
Quan
Absolutely.
and Guerila Cross. That I think when people walk in, they know it's
Yeah.
business.
It's
It ain't
business.
no.
You've never tried to make advances on me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but you know, don't think I won't. No, I'm just saying.
Tragic.
It'll be consensual.
All right, y'all.
Yes,
Y'all want to talk about
indeed.
Vegas sports? What
Let's do
else
it,
y'all want to
man.
talk about?
Let's
Okay,
do it,
so basically, we always set up our show with Vegas sports. We talk
Yeah.
about the Golden Knights.
Yes.
Golden Knights, what's going on? Are they going to go to the playoffs or not? Because
They'll eventually make it.
We need
I
1
mean,
point.
Just need 1 point.
that's all we need,
We got to
right?
game tonight. If we win tonight or overtime loss, we're in the playoffs.
Well, they're 42-28. They're ranked third still in the Pacific Division West. We know that the Anaheim Ducks and the LA Kings, they're eliminated, so they're totally out.
Yep.
So
Ducks stink.
yeah, the Kings just didn't do
Horrible.
anything. They had a horrible season. So they play the Colorado Avalanche at 7:00 tonight.
Yep.
So that should be a good win. If all they need is a
Should be.
point, then all we need is a shot, and then
That's
we're
it.
in.
That's it.
And then they play. Then they go away. They go to an away game. Or no, they come back
No,
home.
they're
It's
away
three-
tonight, and
And then they come back
straight
home and play
home,
Minnesota
right?
Wild, right?
Yeah, I got Minnesota.
Yeah, they got Minnesota
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be
And then they play the San Jose
But
Sharks
that's
on the
big
30th.
news. Like the Knights went to the Stanley Cup last year, so it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
But just the fact that an expansion team is going to the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Oh,
years in a row.
absolutely.
Is
That's
another
still
big
a
deal.
big deal. Like, that's
But I don't think the
All
local
time.
fan base really gets that. Like, we're going 2 years in a row. Like,
Yeah.
I know we overachieved last year, but this is still huge news
Still.
that we're going the first 2
absolutely,
years in a row.
Still got a chance to win.
still got a chance to win, and I
Yeah.
don't think we've lost our fandom even. Those
Oh,
seats
no,
are still
definitely
like
not.
they
Oh,
still
fandom
going
is
to
still
these
there.
Knights games.
Definitely.
Everybody's
The
still
fandom
in
is
the
still there.
everybody's still in the building. People are still going to the Fortress and watching them
Yeah,
practice,
I
like
have,
all of that.
I have 4 coworkers that I know of that are season ticket holders.
Yep.
Oh, see, shout out to the season
That
ticket holders.
I know of.
Yeah,
So, I mean, the fandom's still there.
yeah,
It's
they're not. They're not leaving. They're
Oh
not.
no,
going
they're
anywhere.
everywhere.
They're
Growing,
everywhere.
yeah.
Oh
They're
yeah,
everywhere.
and I love it. I think it's a
Love
good
it.
look. We need it for our city.
Gotta have it.
So the Lights, though, on the other hand, man, they had to draw their first game.
Season just started.
The season just
With-
started.
with-
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Lights.
And I'm not counting them out.
Right.
I just think that they've had a chance to win some of these games.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken 52 shots so far
Mhm.
and haven't been able to.
No goals. Wow.
1 goal last game.
That's not good.
50.
1 goal
52.
last game. 52
and
shots.
1.
Yeah. They lost to the Portland Timbers
Mm-hmm.
3-1.
52.
But 52
and
shots
1 goal,
total.
man.
Yeah, 52 shots total so far. But good news is they got a game home.
Yeah.
And I think once they get their home field crowd, I think it's going to be
Yeah,
packed.
absolutely.
I think it's going to be ridiculous because,
They get big turnouts too.
oh, yeah, they had 8,600 people for the
That's
first
really good.
game when they did the draw, so that's not bad.
That's really
And then I think this game is going to be even better because this is not only just them coming back home, but this is the Golden Knights fandom game.
oh,
So they've
yeah.
got some soccer jerseys with the inspired Vegas Golden
That's
Knights colorways on them
That's
and
dope.
stuff, which is going to be really cool. And I got media cred to that, so you guys
Nice.
can go and see me.
Hey.
Nice.
I'll be trying to stream live so we can
Yeah.
stream some of the games, probably talk to
Great.
the interviews, probably see the llamas. I really want to see those
Crazy.
llamas. I'm all about the llamas. Yeah.
Llama, 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 llama.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, so it's a salute to the Golden Knights.
Nice.
And I think that game is at 7:30 at Cashman Field. The tickets to the game are still available if you go on the Vegas Golden Knights website. Pick those up. They're starting at $20. The highest ticket is $55.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not
Good
bad.
look.
at
What
all.
y'all doing?
Good
I should
look.
come.
That ain't
Y'all
bad.
got plans?
What day? Hold on. When?
Saturday, Cashman Field,
I want to do that though.
What time though?
7:30.
7:30.
What you got?
I want to do that.
That may be a good time.
That may be a good
I feel
look.
like y'all should be able to come.
that may be a good look, dog.
Yeah. I feel like y'all should be able to come to that.
Yeah.
To go to H&M and see if they got any sales on some spandex suits.
Oh my gosh. What is spandex suits? What is
I
that?
don't know.
What?
It
anyway.
was an H&M plug.
Yeah.
H&M. Why are you shopping at H&M? I thought we canceled H&M. Did
It's
we
a
not
whole.
cancel?
It's a whole bunch of stuff we supposed to be boycotting.
I thought H&M was done. It was done for me.
Is Pepsi next?
What's happening with Pepsi?
I mean,
Not to go off subject. What
I mean, is that a segue into Cardi B?
Yeah, it is Cardi B.
I mean, I
'Cause
was
you
going to talk
know-
about the Aces real quick.
Please talk about the
Okay,
Aces
can I
real
talk about
quick.
the Aces real quick, and then we go to
Absolutely.
Cardi B? Like, I want
Absolutely.
to hear about. I mean, I know about the Cardi B thing, but
Yes.
that'll be a whole nother half-hour
Yes, it will.
conversation. So the Aces announced their preseason game.
Yep.
Okay, if no one knew, we didn't talk about it last week, but they start May 19th against the Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be at Cox Pavilion, I believe.
First home game
First
is
home.
against the Sparks, correct?
Right, the LA Sparks, yeah. But their season doesn't start until like what?
Yes, Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial
I
Day
believe.
weekend or something like that? Yeah, that's
Who
dope.
was that said they needed to take a year off? Was that Maya?
Yeah. Yeah, Maya
See,
Moore.
Maya
Moore.
That's
Why?
gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
not.
she
She,
shouldn't
she
have
said
done
it.
Ministry.
She said it was religious reasons.
Yeah, she wanted to focus on
She
ministry.
wanted to focus on the
Oh,
ministry.
okay.
It's
So
a
she
good
wants
that's-
to-
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, who was
Absolutely.
that was doing that too? That the reason why he didn't get to stay with the Golden State Warriors,
Whoa.
their coach, before what you call it?
Oh,
Mark
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark Jackson. He's a big time minister. He
Yeah,
has a
but
church
he
in
got
LA.
fired.
Yeah,
Well, he got fired,
got
but
dumped.
I think it was partially
Ouch.
because of the ministry and stuff like that, because he was dedicating a lot of that time
Right,
to LA.
right,
and
right,
that
right,
commute. I think that
right,
had a lot
That
to do with it, too.
and one of the owners is homosexual, and they didn't agree.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
there you
true.
go.
You
There
got
you
a
go.
They were
GM
butting
that's
heads with
in
that,
that
yeah.
club. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm.
But you got to be able to separate that.
Right.
if you're the owner,
Yes. You should.
And the owners want to fire them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
you need to be able to separate that
You
because
have to be able to.
not everybody that works for your organization is not going to believe in what you believe in. So you have to respect his his opinion of how he feels. You can't discount that.
But
right?
isn't that like at any job, like politics and religion, like you can't really, there's a fine line. You shouldn't even be
it depends on what you're saying, too, though, as Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
You know?
He might have been
It depends on
what
are you talking about in the locker room about maybe homosexual. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of that came out, but at the same time, Dre's right.
One of the assistant coaches, if I'm not mistaken, is a homosexual for the Golden State Warriors, right?
One of the GMs.
No, I'm saying
GM,
one of the assistants.
Oh,
you're talking about the twins.
No, that's my cousin. So Jaron Collins, shout out to Jaron Collins.
Is that the other twin?
Jason Collins.
Jason is the one.
Yes,
got you.
Yes.
Jason.
Jaron is not.
Jaron is not.
Yes. Shout out to my cousin.
How hard is that being a twin?
That's tough.
Getting mistaken for.
That's tough.
For a lifestyle you don't want to be mistaken for.
I don't think he wants to.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters. I think it's his brother at the end of the day. I think they got some good love going on.
Yeah, that's love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Jason's been doing a lot of community work too. I know he's been out here a couple times and gone to things at the center and stuff like that. So whatever his advocacy is that he's rolling with right now is
he
golden.
Is he not affiliated with the NBA right now?
No, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. Haven't heard anything. No, Jaron's the only one. He's sitting on the assistant coach line with Steve Kerr over there, and that's what it is. Yeah. So you guys had a great guest last night. Shout out again to Let the Ball Bounce, unnamed sports show, but Let the Ball Bounce. These guys are in the building. Give us a call, 702-608-3259. You guys had a guest on that was the WBDA, which I didn't know there was a Women's Basketball Development Association out here. Guess it started like in 2018.
Yes, it just started.
Just started. And it's made up of like corrections officers, lawyers, like it's made up of different people, or how's that? Yeah.
Well, the way they explained it to us, they were like full-time players.
They're full-time players.
Yeah, like they get paid and all of that good stuff.
They travel.
So is it like a developmentally for them to get into WNBA to a certain degree, or was it segue to?
They didn't really get into that particular, you know what you're talking about, but from the way that it sounds, like it's up and coming, it's going to get bigger and bigger, and they're actually having a showcase here because WNBA All-Star is here this coming up season, and they're going to have like a tournament here during that time.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's just a that's going to be huge for them to get the league out there.
Yeah,
because you're looking at a lot of girls want to play basketball. They want to play at the pro level, and going overseas may not be their segue. It may not be able to happen for them. And to have this league and have a team here locally in Las Vegas to be able to at least try out for, I think is huge. And also, I think they said they have 2 teams in Arizona, Phoenix and Tucson.
Yep.
And she named a couple of other cities.
Well,
but it's a full league.
It's a full league though, and they start like April 27th is when their season starts.
Yep, and they're going to be playing their home games at the Andre Agassi Boys and Girls Club.
That's why I was wondering where they were going to be playing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we're definitely going to be.
And the team is called the Las Vegas Gems, in case you guys didn't know, and that's GEMS, like gemstones, Las Vegas Gems.
Yep. So it should be
pretty dope.
They had like half the team in here, man.
I'm going to have to try and get them on. Like Mel and I will have to try and definitely work that out.
Absolutely, man. I think it's really, really dope what they're doing.
That's awesome.
Super dope.
And they love Russell Westbrook.
Clearly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you guys had a conversation. If you guys didn't listen to Let the Ball Bounce, let me tell you something. Low-key, I was at work and I had it playing, but it was a dope episode because you guys were talking about the top point guards that you guys thought in your life. Like, if you had to name, like, top 10, they kept throwing out Russell Westbrook. Yeah. You guys were throwing out Oscar Grant, which, hey, I can't dispute that. But AI is my guy. Like I love me some Allen Iverson.
But there was also a thing. There was also a thing about Allen Iverson actually being a point guard, and it's the same thing with Steph Curry. Like, is he really a point guard? Like,
I mean, he was a floor general for the.
But his position was labeled a shooting guard because Eric Snow was a point guard for most of them.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing with Allen Iverson. Like, I mean, can we really label AI as a point guard?
I feel like he was putting up points, so he should have been running the point.
I mean, it's kind of I don't know. I mean, he shot the ball a lot like shooting guards do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we want to go off his stature, his height, then I mean, okay, typically, shooting guards are not 5'10".
Okay.
Typically.
But who was the point guard of that team?
Yeah.
Eric Snow.
Eric Snow was definitely
Okay.
the point guard of the team. But I mean, it's
Now he's the point guard at the buffet.
boy. Ouch. Eric Snow is gigantic. He looked like a D tackle.
I know. He's
Look,
he
He looked like he looks like Cortez Kennedy.
Oh my
Remember
gosh.
Cortez Kennedy played for the Seahawks a while ago?
Oh my God.
He looks like Cortez Kennedy.
God.
He's gigantic.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he's horrible.
So you guys also, as we're in Vegas, and then we'll talk about Pepsi and Cardi B and stuff,
Yeah,
or if you
yeah,
want to talk about the NFL or whatever else you want to talk about, the Aviators. I gotta announce this. His smile is so cute. Like it's just a
Unbelievable.
cheesy little smile. Not meaning I want to jump up and do anything to you, Dre.
right.
Let's be clear.
No.
You're married. I respect. Married, respect.
But if he wasn't,
If he wasn't, I still would not do
Okay.
that because
Right,
we're on a
I'm just making
professional.
sure.
Because I would
Listen,
tell.
this is
I would tell.
comedy.
And I would sue.
This is and he would sue me for pennies.
you would own Girl Chat Sports.
He would own Girl Chat Sport. God, Mel
Girl,
would
give
kill
me your chair.
Oh my God, Mel would kill me right now. So April 2nd is the media day for the Aviators. So we got an invite to that too. Not to be
Super
bragging, so we're gonna
dope.
try and see if I can get into
dope.
that. But Sunday, March 31st is when the team arrives back from Mesa, Arizona after all their spring training and stuff. So the media day is Tuesday, April 9th. Or I'm sorry, April 2nd. And then April 9th is actually the home opener and the grand opening of that Las Vegas ballpark. And before we got on air, I was telling everybody that game is sold out, but they have the ticket brokers are posting their tickets. So tickets are starting at $135 to $355.
Oh.
And the $355 seat, from what I saw, was section 104 on the lower deck. Okay, guys, this is AAA minors for the Oakland A's. Why? In all of Summerlin,
But it
are
doesn't
those
even cost
prices
that much to get into an Oakland A's game,
No,
though.
it doesn't even cost that much to get in a Dodgers game, and they went to the World Series.
Literally.
Like, come on.
Why are the tickets so high for this?
No clue. Look, I'm headed over to San Francisco
Yeah.
next month for the San Francisco Giants
Mhm.
and Yankees game.
Okay.
I'm a Yankees guy.
Are you a Yankees fan? Oh, that's-
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
with my ticket and my room, still didn't come up to about $400.
Why
And this
are
is in
the
San
tickets-
Francisco.
Right.
Yes.
They're expensive up there.
Super.
Well, I don't understand. Why are the tickets so high?
That's crazy.
Like,
Are
that's
they really trying to pay for this stadium like in the first
They have to.
I don't
year?
know. I don't know. They're playing the Sacramento River Cats.
River Cats, yeah.
Yeah, an affiliate to the San Francisco Giants.
Yep.
So still,
That's crazy.
and so the first homestand consists of 7 games that they'll play.
Look,
Wow.
we,
So if you
And-
want a good seat, it's gonna cost you at least $400.
look, I'm born and raised here, as Dre.
And I am
is.
too.
So
Yeah.
you remember the Las Vegas Stars.
Oh,
we all
absolutely,
remember the Las Vegas Stars.
Yes, yes. Bring
I used
it back.
to go.
That
I
orange
used to
and
go
brown.
to yes. I used to go. I used to go to Cashman Field with my pops.
Mm-hmm.
This when but like when Cashman Field was actually presentable. And we would pay like $8 to get into the Las Vegas Stars game. Games be packed. It's probably 4,000 or 5,000 people out there. Cashman, I think it holds like 8,000 people out there. Maybe it'd be about 4,000 or 5,000 people out there. $8 per ticket to get in. When my dad worked out at Kerr Chemical Corporation, he used to get free tickets to these games.
Well, they were doing that for the 51s. You don't think they had corporate like they
that's
were
crazy.
giving away tickets for 51 games?
That's insane.
Like you could go on a industry night if you wanted
Yes.
to. If you worked in the industry, you were getting a discount on 51 tickets.
In 2 or
I don't
3 months,
understand.
you're going to be getting free tickets to the
Oh,
Aviators.
absolutely. Is this just a hype
So you're
thing?
gonna pay
$50.
$134 plus the fees. So they got 20% fees on all these ticket sites.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So you're paying over $150
easily.
per ticket for the cheapest ones that they got.
I mean, I could Google it right now and show you. I'm not lying to
That's
you when I saw
crazy,
that.
though.
I had to bring it up tonight because I was like,
That's
that's
wild.
crazy.
For all the listeners, everybody listening and watching, this is AAA baseball. This is not Major League Baseball.
Correct.
AAA.
Correct.
Tickets are well over $100. That makes 0 sense. None. But they're sold out, though.
They're sold out.
Can't
I
do
blame
it.
the Californians that have moved here and live in the Summerlin area of our hills that just Hollywood hype everything up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I don't want to blame them, but I think that's
That's
just
too much.
crazy.
It's cheaper than that to go see the Golden Knights, though.
Literally.
Yeah.
It is.
And they went to the Stanley Cup
And they
Finals.
just went to the Stanley Cup.
Right.
That's crazy.
You're going to
to
see
me.
those ticket prices drop.
They have
Oh,
to.
I'm
as it
gonna
gets
wait.
closer.
There's no way.
I want to know how much they were just off the top.
Real talk, I'm not even paying $50 for a AAA
I'm not
ticket.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not paying $25 for a triple A.
I don't care if it's opening
AAA
night
ticket.
of the new baseball field. Like,
Look,
Right.
I'll
20
go
bucks.
after opening night.
$20
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
AAA baseball.
that's good.
$20.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good ticket price.
I might show up if you give me a ticket.
I mean,
I said might.
I went to 0 51s games. I went to probably 10 Stars games.
Right. I used to go to Stars games
How
all
about
the
I
time.
never
as a
went?
kid.
I don't think I went to a Stars game ever, and I can't remember that goofy mascot they had. What was it? Was it a baseball?
What
See,
was
but
it?
you can see some good Padres sometimes
You
that were
could.
coming off the injury.
Yes, because it was
Sure.
a Padres.
See the
yes.
Alomar, see
Yeah.
Roberto,
and when
Sandy Alomar,
yeah, way back in the day, absolutely.
Okay.
But when
Benito Santiago
when
played
the
for the Stars
51s
for a couple
when
games.
the 51s were at Cashman Field, Noah Syndergaard actually pitched at Cashman when
Yeah.
he was doing like a
Oh,
rehab
okay.
start. He pitched at Cashman. So and you obviously know that game was like crazy sold out because for one guy,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But nobody knows anybody on the Aviators right now.
No. Well, that's why I'm going to
Tickets are well
go
over $100.
April 2nd, hopefully to the media day, because I get the opportunity if you're media with paper or electronic,
Mhm.
you can actually meet the manager,
Oh, yeah.
Fran. What's his name? Fran Rowe something. I had it.
Weird,
But and
weird last name.
yeah, Riordan or something like that.
Yeah.
Fran Riordan, something like that. You can meet him
Mhm.
and the players and try to get to know like one-on-one. So I'm hoping I can get a chance to go
Okay.
because that I'll fill everybody in as far as details on that.
Yeah, just wait a couple hours before game start, and those tickets will drop. Maybe.
I mean, it's sold out. I mean,
Crazy.
shout out. I live out that way, and I'm just saying that area booms and everything that's new, it just gets hyped up. I remember when the Kona Grill opened up at Boca Park.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
supposed to be the thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just another kind of thing like that, I think.
Wow.
So, audience and fellas, since I got you fellas here, you can admit if you don't want to, I know, because we're going live and stuff, but you guys mentioned Cardi B.
Yeah.
You mentioned Pepsi.
Yeah.
And you mentioned what her issue was, what she admitted, and should she have just kept her mouth shut, not said
Well,
anything?
the bottom line is this: when Rick Ross,
I love how you're playing it.
yeah, that's funny. When Rick Ross admitted to in a rap song,
Yeah.
about giving somebody a pill or
Right.
whatever,
Okay.
they dropped him from
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Pepsi was immediately gone.
Okay.
Gone.
So, what has Cardi B admitted? For the people that don't know, because I had to look up when you guys were talking about it on your show last night. I was like, what happened? Because
She-
it's not on Breakfast Club. It's not on any of these outlets.
She
yet.
admitted in her past life, as a woman of the night,
A woman
that
we knew.
of the night.
and this is stuff we already knew.
Okay, we
Right?
knew.
We already knew this.
Yeah.
Stripper, woman of the night, same thing.
Okay.
Okay. She admitted to drugging men and
robbing them.
robbing them.
So, you're telling me that the guys were getting trick rolled.
They were getting tricked. Now, first of all, you shouldn't be buying snatch. It's number one. Don't buy
But people
snatch.
do.
But
And I'm
people
not
do.
judging. And they do.
I respect the guys that
They
buy
do
it
it.
than
Yeah.
the ones that take it.
Yes,
I feel
absolutely.
like everybody
no
pays
question.
in some type
In
of
some
capacity.
In
You're
some
paid
capacity, you
to
pay
some,
for it.
in some
Right.
capacity.
But I'm
okay?
saying,
That sounds like what a prostitute would say to somebody she's trying to get money from.
but they all do it.
You all pay for it. Just imagine. You take them out to dinner.
I mean, I'm just saying that nothing in life is free.
No question.
There's
No-
always a cost
no
or a
doubt about
penalty
that.
or something.
Well, I would have to agree with her because
Okay.
you know when I met wifey, when we first met,
How many
the-
dinners did you take her on? How
Oh,
many
plenty.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Plenty of snake dinners.
But not the problem. But the thing was I have spent a lot of money
Yeah.
leading up.
Sure.
So I get what you're saying. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
didn't
Like
drug them to.
Not at
yeah.
all.
So what you're saying is Cardi B she's admitted to that, and the Pepsi is rolling with it. Is that the
See,
double
this is
standard
what
that
we
we're
don't
going?
know yet.
Oh, okay.
We haven't heard from Pepsi.
we haven't heard all the facts yet.
Oh.
Still
Okay.
early.
But at the same time, she's not saying this is something she's done recently. This is what she did in her past
Yeah.
to make it.
What
Right.
girl in the strip club that hasn't done that?
I don't know because I'm not a guy
that hasn't like
experienced-
robbed, at least taken away from one of the tricks.
Trick daddies.
Young trick daddies.
Well, that's unfortunate
Yeah.
I mean, like I
Sucks.
told you guys before, I had a story with the Diaz
That's
brothers
unfortunate.
had some incidents where they threw a party and they had merchandise in their room and they got robbed from the women that they invited up to their room to party with. So
Don't fall asleep, dog.
And don't invite people you don't trust into your spot with merchandise.
I mean,
That's
that's,
not gonna
just
happen.
common
These
sense.
are-
But
these
if
are-
being in Vegas, I think the common sense goes out the window because they're like, "Hey, we're in Vegas. What happens here? No,
These are
does
risks
not
you
stay
take.
here
Risks
because your bank
you
statements
take.
show everything when you get back home.
Yeah.
Whatever you caught comes back on your physical. Whatever you,
Yikes.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Yikes.
nothing ever stays.
It comes back on your physical.
Yeah.
Nothing ever stays in Vegas. And now with social media, it
Right.
definitely don't stay in Vegas.
Oh, absolutely.
That catchphrase needs to just
Yeah,
die.
it needs to die.
Yeah.
Well, I know it was an incident a couple years ago where a married man went to another state to conduct business, and he went to the club and he was just flossing money and doing his thing, and he brought a couple of girls up to his room and they robbed him and he ended up dead.
Oh, jeez. Don't do this, fellas.
So I'm telling you, those type of things, man, happen.
They happen.
And you know, is there a double standard though?
What is with the celebrities now wanting to confess their sin? Like Liam Neeson did that. Now she's doing it. And
It's
what is going on?
I don't know. Now with the Liam Neeson thing, we touched on that a while back, and I had my reservations on Liam Neeson. But folks seem to have swept that under the rug too. Nothing to see here. Much ado about nothing.
Well, I feel like if he
But
had,
Bill Cosby though,
right,
but it wasn't much ado about nothing with Bill.
was it?
But these chicks kept coming back though. This is the thing. The chicks that Bill supposedly drugged kept coming back. If I'm getting drugged, I'm not coming back to where I'm getting drugged at.
Yeah.
That's the problem
And
right
I
there.
won't say
Well,
nothing
maybe they
until
second guess
50
it.
years
They're
later.
not gonna second guess it. Maybe they think it was something I drank. Maybe I'm not. They don't want to think it's the person.
If I just left somewhere and I don't feel good after I left that place, I'm not going back to the place where I
Yeah.
didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
That's like eating something bad and having food poisoning. And do you go back
For
to the
that
place?
for that reason that you just mentioned, I
Right.
don't eat shrimp. I've just deemed myself allergic to shrimp because the last time I had it, it didn't make me feel good.
Your credibility is thrown out the window.
Yeah.
If you have went to Bill Cosby's house more than once, but you in the club singing, I'ma buy you a drink. Like, it
No,
just
you can't
doesn't
do that.
make any sense.
Can't do it.
I'm gonna take you home with me. He's telling you.
I got money in the bank.
Yes.
I got money in the bank.
I mean,
Come on, man.
What you think about that? Driving in a big Cadillac.
like, come on. Like, you can't do that. You can't get
I
drugged
don't know,
and then
guys.
come back, man. Like,
Oh
that
man,
don't make sense.
last
Well,
week.
guys are doing that though, because if Cardi's admitting that she's done this, then the guys have come back to the club. So obviously,
Right. Oh man, we was at
They was
Mo.
like, yeah.
We was at Mo's house last
Oh, my
week,
God,
man.
don't throw me
And
into
look,
it.
Look, and I
Why you gotta throw
got
me into
look,
it?
and I got drugged. For real, man? You
Let's
going
go
back
back.
over there? I'm going back.
I'm going back, dog.
That makes no sense.
but I'm sure they would though.
Wow.
My place is the spot. Nah, I'm
Listen,
sorry.
if you wake up in someone's house and you do it twice, like you wake up, we had sex, but I don't remember, and you keep going back and you don't remember every time, isn't that your fault after that?
That's kind of
Like,
your fault.
Is
at
that the same
point.
thing with the Michael Jackson situation? Because I watched that now. I watched that.
Oh no. See, you know what?
I totally watched it.
Oh,
the sadness
We don't have to
of
talk
it.
about it.
boy.
We don't have to talk about it. I'm just
And the
saying, I
dark
watched
Kyle
it.
comes over.
I watched
comes
it
over
though.
Guerilla Cross
I watched
Radio.
it. Girl Chat Sports. We're talking sports and we're talking MJ and Cardi and everything else. Shout out to the boys being here in the
Yes,
building.
indeed.
So we had some retirement news, and I know. Did you guys mention last night about Jordy?
No, we didn't.
Okay, so Jordy
didn't.
Nelson
Yep.
announced his retirement. Former wide receiver for Green Bay Packers. He's with the
Because he did this
season for
once before,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we didn't.
Right.
I mean,
Well, this is the same thing I segue into Conor McGregor. He
Mm.
announced his retirement. He did this back in 2016. He said the same thing too. So is he going to be done? But I think Jordy really is going to be done.
I mean, I think the ACL injury, the last one that he had, I think mentally, something like that, especially with non-contact, and if you notice around, especially the NFL, a lot of non-contact injuries like that are happening. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it leading up into this last football season. How many guys weren't able to start week 1 because of non-contact ACL, MCL, Achilles, all type of injuries. And when you've been in the league as long as Jordy had, I think he played 10 years.
Yeah, 10 seasons.
In the league. Like something that like that, especially you getting older,
Yeah.
that can weigh on your psyche.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think Jordy is making a psychological decision here at this point, and
Right.
he's like, you know what, I got my time in. I'm gonna get a good retirement. Let me go ahead and shut this.
But sometimes when you retire too, your agent was looking for teams and nobody wanted to pick you up
That
that too.
can
And
be
see,
it
because
too.
he got
and
released from the
the
Raiders, and
yeah,
nobody
like I say, real
was
talk,
jumping on
the
Jordy
Raiders,
Nelson.
they were.
Nobody.
And the Raiders, once they
So
released him,
sometimes
that was
like,
done.
it's time to retire, bro.
Yeah.
Now, I can see that analogy, what you're saying with Gronk, because Gronk got hurt quite a bit
He
last
was hurt.
season. He was hurt like every other week, I felt like.
He was hurt a lot of the time in his career.
Yeah, for sure.
He was hurt a lot.
Hurt
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. And he had a big ACL injury.
Yeah.
As well. I was watching that game live.
I mean, you know, with an injury like that,
Yeah.
once you have surgery and you're going through the rigmarole of
Right.
the NFL,
Right.
that offseason, man, that hurts that knee.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to rest.
Absolutely.
You want to
Without
get that
question.
knee. You want to get that knee at rest, but you
Yeah.
can't because
Can't.
the season's about to start
Yeah.
right back up.
Right now.
Yeah, you can.
Can't do it.
Too
There's
much.
nothing you can do.
It's tough, man.
It's too
It
much.
is tough. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, I understand why Jordy would say, you know what, it's time to hang it up.
Mhm.
Again, I'm going to get a good retirement. 10 years in the league is like 20.
Right.
When you're talking about longevity.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
you know, playing the position that he plays, you know, running backs, wide receivers, you know, when you're able to play past 5 years,
Right.
I think you're blessed.
Yeah.
And
Super
I think he
blessed.
knows that.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
And Gronk has already started his retirement party, and he was at Travis Scott's show.
Yeah.
He's up on stage partying. That's what Gronk likes to do.
I mean, if that's
He's like a frat boy. I
Yeah.
always see Gronk like
Yeah.
to party. Even when he's injured, he's out there partying
Yeah.
or
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something.
And how
absolutely.
many rings he got?
he got a few.
Oh, he's got enough to be
It's
partying.
plenty to dance about
Plenty
for
to
sure.
dance about. No
So
question.
Kobe was on the Late Late Show
Mhm.
last night, and they had asked him to name the top 3 GOATs,
Mhm.
and he had to put them in succession in order.
Mhm.
And he said it's either LeBron James,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, or Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant, which took him for a loop because it was kind of like he had to either eat a cow's tongue
Yeah.
or answer the question. He was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to eat the cow's tongue. And then he looked at it and he was like,
Nah, dog.
Nah,
straight.
I'm straight. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, happens.
Right.
So when he put himself as number 1
Yeah.
and Michael Jordan second
Sure.
and LeBron last, if he covered or studied Jordan's moves, wouldn't that be the same?
Well, I
Because
mean,
my thing is, everybody says, well, he's copy moves from Jordan. I said, well, good. Then you cannot put the analysis of who's better, Kobe or Michael Jordan. They're one and the same then.
I got
If he copy moves from Jordan,
I got a
and that's
feeling.
your
I got a
argument.
feeling Jordan copied some moves too.
Of course he did.
So I mean, that whole copying moves thing, toss that out the window.
Kobe
But-
Bryant been doing a lot of talking since he
Yes.
he been retired.
Shout out to his daughter, though.
but
She's
I-
balling too, though.
Oh yeah, she hooping.
She is.
I don't think anybody's better than me either. So I'm not getting ready to say something just to appease somebody. I'm always gonna think I'm the best.
Right. So
At
you're never going to put
anything
yourself the number
negative.
last. Right.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
But this was to eat a cow tongue. so I'm not finna.
There was no wrong answer. I don't feel like in that.
It's not fear factor.
Right.
It's going on right now.
Right.
I'm not finna eat no cow tongue.
It was
So I'm
cooked
just getting
though,
ready. I'm just getting. It doesn't matter.
What'd
I'm
you
just
say?
getting ready to
was
say
cooked.
what I'm gonna say and keep it pushing.
If there were some chitlins in front of you, would you
Negative.
even?
Negative. Hot sauce, all of that. Nope. Not doing it.
You've never
So-
had cow tongue.
No.
No.
Must
No.
be your wife.
But you've
thing.
eaten chitlins
It
before,
has
though,
to
right?
be.
Got to be a white.
I mean,
thing.
they sell the taco shops lingua.
You ever had
Wow.
pigeon soup?
No.
Okay.
No, what is that?
It's a soup.
I never heard
Pigeon
of that.
soup.
I've never
No,
heard of that.
never.
I have.
Those are rats with wings, and people are eating those as
That
a
is
soup.
a rat
Delicate.
with wings. That is exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Probably tastes like Alka-Seltzer.
I would.
And I only say that because if you set Alka-Seltzer tablets out and they eat it, their cavities supposedly explode.
okay.
Not that I do that heinous stuff. I just read that somewhere.
Oh God.
I've never seen it happen. I'm not saying I'm not an animal.
But yeah, Kobe Bryant lied. Michael Jordan's the best. I mean, out of those three.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was the first one to defy. Was he the first to defy gravity?
No.
Who was the first to defy gravity?
Dr. J did that long before.
David Thompson did that
Yes.
before.
Thompson
Okay.
did it.
Yes, he did.
A lot
David
of people
Thompson
did it before.
All right.
Dr. Duncanstein.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
So,
I made
yeah,
Dr. J.
Kobe lied.
Kobe lied.
Kobe lied.
Okay.
But I mean,
He made Kobe. He made Kobe fans and Laker fans feel great. Like 'cause they're
I'm
gonna
a Laker
debate
fan,
that. They're
but
gonna debate that till.
I'm a Laker
forever.
fan, and
I'm a
thought he
Laker
lied.
fan, and I just kind of like.
think he lied.
I feel like that was a little untruth.
Yeah.
I think I would have put him second and maybe
It
LeBron
was
third. I may
it
have
was
switched
more
that.
than a
I don't
little
know.
untruth. It was more than a little untruth.
I
He
mean,
lied.
we look at the now.
He flat out.
This is March Madness. This is crazy because
Oh,
all this
boy.
stuff is going crazy right now with March Madness.
Oh yeah.
But do you expect a player like that to
No, absolutely not. He said, I mean, if I'm a competitor,
be the best in his mind?
not getting ready to say that
Right,
anybody's
right.
better than me.
Magic Johnson
Not gonna happen.
didn't do that.
No.
Magic was probably being
Got 5
modest.
rings, man. Come on.
Magic was probably
Yeah.
being modest, and in his head, he was thinking otherwise. I'm never gonna say that
So
Magic actually thought that.
Right.
Right.
So what's wrong with modesty? Right. So the
Nothing
guy.
wrong with nothing.
Right.
Nothing at all.
This is quote unquote supposedly.
But do we
supposed to be
expect
the
Kobe
best
Bryant
point
to be modest?
guard? Absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not. Has Kobe Bryant ever been
Ever.
modest?
He's
No.
never been modest.
Exactly.
No, he
so
hasn't.
no.
He's never been
No.
subtle.
No.
Like,
No.
oh, he's
And-
never tiptoed.
No, he hasn't.
No.
And
He
I'm
hasn't been fake humble either.
no, that's what I'm
Never
saying.
been
Has
fake
he
humble.
never?
Ever.
No.
So why do we expect him to do it now?
Right.
I'd rather someone be real like that to be fake humble.
Absolutely. No
Yeah,
question.
absolutely. I agree.
Can expect Kobe
I
Bryant
agree.
of all people to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put Mike ahead of me. No, it's not gonna happen.
It's not. No.
It's not
Mama's
flying,
gonna do
man.
what Mama does.
Come on, man. Absolutely.
So why was it so much flack when LeBron James said, "I'm the best in the world"?
I don't think
I
I respected him for that.
I
Hold
mean,
on,
I
hold on.
wasn't- I-
It was a lot of flack.
Oh,
He caught a lot of
believe
flack.
it
because people
probably
don't
was.
like LeBron. It's like a love to hate
I
him, just
think-
like they did with Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
You gotta love to hate him.
lot of people don't like Kobe Bryant.
They don't like him.
A lot of people didn't like Magic Johnson when he had AIDS.
No.
So it's
Oh gosh.
It's
When
a
he
lot
didn't
of-
have it.
or when he didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when he
Okay.
had it, it was people that they flocked to him,
Mm.
and it's been the same.
Oh gosh.
it's no different.
So I mean, are we going crazy like as Laker fans? I mean, I know you're not a Laker fan, but are we going crazy as Laker fans with the Lance Stevenson video?
I loved it.
I loved it too, but we're not going to the playoffs. What do I care?
And my thing
He
is,
stepped on his foot.
I
why
absolutely
he
loved it.
sure did step on his foot. Like,
Yeah.
when was a crossover ever considered
I didn't
one
care.
of the best crossovers when you step on someone's foot?
Right.
Number one. Then this is my thing: the entire bench's reaction for a team who's not going to the playoffs.
Thank you.
I'm not
That's
mad
crazy.
about that. Like, be excited. You're still playing. You're still competing. I would rather see them do that than not cheering for each other at
That's
all.
a good
and
point
just being
too.
done.
But at the
Like,
end
I'm
of the
not
day,
mad
it's
at
just
that.
false hope, though.
I'm not mad at
It's
that.
just false hope.
Laying out on the court. Come on, dog.
I mean, it was
it was a
Something
little-
to cheer about. Something to be happy about.
it was a bit much as far
It
as
was
the,
a little
as
over
far
the
as
top.
the reaction.
It was
from,
a little over
from
top
the
for me
bench.
too, because my thing was y'all doing all this celebrating, but we're not going
Yeah,
no playoffs.
nobody's
though.
going to the playoffs.
We're
Neither
not
one
going
of you.
no. Yeah.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Yeah.
Everybody, bring it in.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
But you're still getting paid millions to play a game that is fun to play.
True story.
Absolutely, and you
I
still
have
have to
fun
play.
playing it. I've never been to a championship.
Right. But I mean, the falling out on the court. It was. I mean, they
It-
were like all.
it was
on
a
the-
lot.
They were like
It was
all
a
on the
lot.
baseline.
It was a lot.
Under
No,
the
there's
It was
nobody.
a lot.
There's nobody left on the bench.
It was a lot.
Nobody
Yeah, it
was
a
left
lot.
on the bench.
It was a
Everybody
lot.
got
You
up.
would have thought.
JaVale
we-
McGee was at half court,
Yes,
and
he
he
was.
was
Yeah,
on the bench.
Yes, he
Right.
was. I
It was
thought,
it was
I
overdone,
thought
but
I
I'm not
saw
mad at it.
Luke get up and run to the score table.
No, Luke ran to see if he was fired, and they
Right.
said not yet.
Gotcha.
That's what it is. So they've been talking about rumors of upcoming coaches they think might
Yeah, Luke is
be
out of there.
considered.
And
It's
none
so
of the
bad.
ones they're talking about are better than Luke. That's my only problem.
Mm.
You're gonna fire somebody for Ty Lue?
And bring in
Well,
Jason
how many
Kidd.
rings
that's what
Ty
I
Lue
like
got?
to-
Yeah, that
But
doesn't mean
who
he's
was
better.
it? Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, exactly. And who
Doesn't make it
gave him a
better.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
And then they were talking Jason Kidd, and I'm like,
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
What?
that's a horrible,
Why?
Horrible.
what are you doing?
Hmm.
Please don't bring Jason.
Please don't bring Jason Kidd. I don't want that.
But like he's talking about it openly, like
I think
he was on
Luke.
the jump the
I
other
think
day
Luke
talking
Walton's gonna be the coach for next year. Still,
Definitely
I
not.
don't think he is.
I
Definitely
don't.
not.
I don't see
There's
it.
zero
I think he's
chance.
gone. I
He's
think he's
gone.
gone too.
I think he's gonna
There's
stay.
I
zero
think he's
chance.
gone, and I think he's going to go down to a college level.
And
I
he'll
think
do,
it's cool,
and he'll do great. at
and
college.
he'll do great at college.
Do well.
And speaking of college, Rebels got a new coach. Who is this guy?
Who knows?
Who is this
I
guy?
can't even. I just know his first name's TJ.
TJ. I don't.
Whatever his last name is.
I was going to talk
From
about.
South, yeah, Hushmanzada.
Now, is it official?
It's official. It's on UNLV's
they're-
Instagram. They posted
yeah,
it. They put
they're-
it on the Sam Boyd Jumbotron
Okay.
thing.
They're
and they
expected to announce it tomorrow.
They don't need to announce it.
Please don't announce that.
But
Why
this
are
guy-
we having a media day for that?
Because it's a big deal because he's been to the NCAA championship series a few times. But so did Mike Menzies. That's why I have to debate.
And so did
he-
Goose. He went last year. Where'd you go?
Year before
Yeah,
I
but
went to the
before.
Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. And saw the Tar Heels win.
Maybe he should be coach.
Why not? And you'd
I don't
definitely
think
be my
it's a problem
assistant.
with the coaching. Like I said last week, I really don't think it's a problem with coaching. I think it's a problem with recruiting.
Well, that's part
Well,
of it.
that's part of it.
Yeah,
and
but
if you
it's
can't
the-
recruit, coaching, if you can't bring the proper, if you can't bring players in, if you can't get somebody to buy into what you're doing, coaching means absolutely nothing.
That's
Like if you
true.
can't
Well, I feel like-
recruit, means nothing.
I really think that whatever coach UNLV hires now or the next 50 years, I really think that they have to have a strong community tie.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of great athletes who leave Las Vegas
Yeah.
and go somewhere else and make other teams great.
Yeah.
Why not recruit within
Yeah.
first?
We've had a ton
That's a question you have to ask our athletic
of
director.
athletes, and she is.
Yeah, Mel was giving her props because she's a woman, and I love all
That's
that. But
cool.
I feel
I
like
love
that.
it.
I love that too. But have the right woman in the position because I don't think she's necessarily
Like,
it.
I'm all for it. I'm all
Yeah.
for women in those
Absolutely,
positions.
But
You got to know what you're doing.
exactly. There you go.
You have to know what you're
Exactly.
doing. Or that being a woman thing only goes so far.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
But if you can't, this is what we settle for.
But who else were we getting? Like, I don't know enough about this
I
dude to
didn't
be
know who
mad
else
about
were-
it, so I'm not mad.
More people know Sutton Sam Smith than know this dude. Shout out to Sutton Sam
Yeah.
Smith, man. More people know who Sutton Sam Smith
He's
is
getting hyped.
than they know this dude named TJ.
He's about to get hyped. I love it.
It's a dude named TJ that coached at South Dakota State.
And it ain't TJ Hooker either.
No. And it ain't TJ Lavin either.
Are we serious?
TJ,
Right.
who's was that?
It ain't TJ Hushmazada either.
It's insane, man. It's insane.
And I don't even know if they did even a full recruitment process. They just kind of went out there and grabbed this guy and.
But is he better than Menzies?
I don't think so.
don't
Menzies
think he
did
is.
Menzies had the same track record he had.
Yeah,
Menzies
essentially.
had the titles.
Yeah.
He brought him to. He did the exact same thing.
They should have
I
never
heard he's
got
a
rid
good
of Lon
recruiter, and
Kruger.
I don't know. I heard he's a good recruiter.
They should've-
Menzies was not a good recruiter.
They shouldn't have never got rid of Lonnie Kruger.
Lon Kruger,
They should've paid him.
Lon
They should've
was
paid him.
nice.
Yeah.
He's in the
Lon was
tournament every
great.
year.
Yeah.
Lon was great. I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. Meeting of the minds.
Unbelievable, man.
There's probably some local political stuff with that.
This is my thing.
That's tough.
Vegas, one thing Vegas has been lacking is that community support or
Sure.
that fan support for the UNLV running Rebels.
Well, who goes to games? We were talking about that.
Right? So you go out and get a coach
That people know.
that people know that
Yeah.
you can kind of draw and get people in the seats
Yep.
and get them to kind of believe and buy into whatever you're selling, the program.
Right.
Most people don't even know his last name.
I don't know his
I mean,
last
I
name.
really literally have to go on my Instagram and,
I don't
and look
know
at it
dude's
again.
last name, man.
It's tragic.
So, so is it like going back and getting like a Greg Anthony or something like that, or
Greg
some
don't
names?
wanna
that-
coach.
No, he's never
Greg-
going to do
Greg-
that. But I'm
Greg's
just
not-
saying.
Greg's
But I'm
not
just
leaving
saying, when you go
CBS.
back and go to
Stacey Ogman?
Stacey Ogman or
I mean,
Greg's too busy on Backpage.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And we've mentioned Stacey Ogman, but there were some people that would have this to say. They would say, "Well, what other school is cramming to get Stacey Ogman? Does it matter?"
Cream would say that.
UNLV,
Yeah.
Not other people. That's Cream.
UNLV should get him because he's a product of UNLV.
right.
That should be the only thing that matters at that point because he'll be able to recruit.
They gave Dave a shot. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Who else was cramming for Dave Rice? Not a soul.
TJ Otzelberger.
There you
Boy,
go.
bye.
There you go.
Who?
What's his last name?
Otzelberger.
you're-
No,
Yeah,
no
what-
say normal, like you would say like
Whatever.
Trey Bailey.
Otzelberger.
That's tragic.
I mean, I'm trying my
horrible.
best. Like
You're doing good.
Otzelberger.
No.
Otzelberger.
For that reason, he shouldn't be the UNLV.
Here's the funny thing to me about UNLV. They can get rid of these basketball coaches, but they can't get rid of the football.
That just cycles through the family.
Like, what is going
that
on?
just
Like,
if your last name is Sanchez, come on.
Because
The
because they know they don't care about the football program.
But the program is terrible.
Yeah, they're horrible. It's horrible.
I mean, their record for law. I mean, my
It's
goodness.
bad.
They thought he was going to bring that Gorman charm.
Yeah, no.
No.
Not even all of them
No,
stay.
because Gorman charms go to the
They go to other
top
schools.
division school.
They go to the school.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do, and when you're talking about local kids coming here,
Mhm.
the city has spread out so much. There was a time, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say this, but people that are born and raised here and have gone to high school here know this.
Yeah.
There was a time where we would schedule Gorman. I went to Cheyenne. So there was a time we would schedule Gorman for homecoming.
And beat the brakes
And
off.
beat the brakes
off of
Yeah,
it. This happened.
Shout out to the year I was at Cheyenne with Chancellor Davis,
Yeah,
Deshaun
Chan Lowe.
Miles,
Shout out
Sean
Chan
Ma,
Lowe.
like
Shout
all
out D
these
Miles.
ballers.
Yes. We
Killing.
would schedule
Going to
them
state, killing.
and beat them up.
Yep.
I mean, they weren't dominating until they moved it to the new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
Right.
weren't dominating until the district spread from 30
Right.
high schools to 60.
Right.
Now all of your talent that was at Cheyenne is
Is
now
going
at
to
it's now at Canyon Springs. It's now at Mojave. It's
Yep,
now at
Legacy,
Centennial.
Like it's
Centennial,
everywhere now. It's
Yep.
now at Legacy. It's
Right.
now at Arborview.
Right.
Like this was a time where nobody wanted to come to Alexander and Simmons.
No.
And that's where Cheyenne
Right.
is located.
That
Nobody
is where
wanted to play
Cheyenne is.
there.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to come to that building
No.
because it was a butt whipping sure to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were scared.
But now, like I went to a Cheyenne game. I think it was last season. They played against Western. Western had 19 kids on the team.
What?
19.
What?
19. 19.
Talk about football.
Football. It's
Oh,
football.
okay, yeah.
Football.
Oh, okay.
19.
Wow.
Was everybody ineligible or?
Like,
Yeah.
No, that was just
Playing
how many
both
kids
sides
they
of the
had.
ball.
No, that was just how many kids they had on the team.
What?
Wow.
Like this is what we're dealing with right now. This is what we're dealing with. So of course Gorman's great. Of course they're gonna get and don't act like they haven't been recruiting. They've been getting kids from other states.
Oh,
This
hello.
has been happening, guys.
Was Corday going to living in
Come
Las
on.
Vegas?
Come on, man.
That was
Come on.
obvious.
They've been doing this
Right.
long
Oh,
before
that.
long before the new campus.
I low-key have a relative
Way
that
before
was
the-
not that had to live here for a while to play basketball for Gorman.
That's what I'm saying.
So
This
was
has
a
been
California
happening.
kid.
Well, Gorman's a Catholic school,
Sure.
right?
Mhm.
So when I went to junior high school, I was at St. Christopher's, right across from J.D.
Okay.
Smith.
Yeah.
And, moms was like, you want to go to Rancho, where all your friends at? Or do you want to stay in private school and go to Gorman? Or they're building a brand new high school where your best friend, Brian Grimble, is going.
Shout out to BG. That's my guy.
Brilliant.
You know what I'm saying?
Cimarron.
BG in
Yeah,
the building.
BG.
Right? And so I was like, brand new high school.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
My Catholic school friends.
Yeah.
Let me go to Cimarron.
And we make that work.
And we made it happen.
Yeah.
But man, Gorman
Been
was
doing
not the spit out.
No.
It was not the spot.
No.
It was way over there off of Maryland Parkway in
Yeah.
the cut.
No.
Right next to St. Joseph. Shout
And
out to
Oki.
St. Joseph. That's
Yes,
where I was
indeed.
going right down the way. You had St. Anne's,
Yeah.
Gorman, and St. Joseph.
Yeah, man. So,
So I
mean,
know.
all these people that are new to the Las Vegas sports scene that think that Gorman just been popping like that. No, they haven't. Sorry. They haven't. God bless you and good night. Because they haven't been popping like that, bro.
I think they just
Yeah.
got on. I think
Yeah, they-
after Corday and then all
Yeah.
the football game. And let's
They've
be
been
clear.
they've been on for a decade now. We
Yeah.
call it a decade.
Let's
where they
be
really
clear.
been
Those
on.
games. I mean, have you been to the Gorman games?
Oh,
I've
man.
gone to one and it's crazy.
It is ridiculous.
It's insane.
It is the most Bluebirds thing.
It's crazy.
It reminds me of what's that movie, Varsity Blues? Like
Varsity
that whole
Blues.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's its own little.
You got kids like literally, and I'm talking about. We talking about 4 and 5 star kids from other schools,
Right.
From public schools
Yep.
here,
that are going.
leaving
Yeah.
and going elsewhere.
Yeah.
Finley Prep is out here.
Yeah.
Finley Prep, absolutely.
Faith Lutheran.
Yeah, no questions, man. Shout out, man. Shout out
We forget about Faith
to
Lutheran.
Faith Lutheran, man. Yes, indeed, man.
So we only got a few minutes left. We didn't have any callers, but I sure enjoyed my co-host tonight.
Yeah.
It was such a good look. I really
that
did.
went by quick.
It does go by fast, right? So real quick, March Madness.
Yes.
We got Sweet 16 starting tomorrow.
Yes.
I carried Gonzaga all the way through.
Wow.
Okay.
To my Elite Eight, at least.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, to my Elite Eight.
Okay.
So I got Gonzaga beating Florida State.
Ooh.
I think they
Might
can
want
get
to
them.
rethink that.
Nah, we gonna watch it and see.
Florida State's good right now.
Florida State is really good.
And I got Michigan beating LSU.
Ooh. That's going to be a good
Am I
game.
playing risky? I'm playing
that's
risky right
that's
now,
gonna
right?
be a good game.
No.
That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a really good game. Absolutely.
And then, of course, I've got Duke and I got UNC as my last two, but I don't think Duke's going to make it all the way through.
Look.
You saw that game against
Yes, they shouldn't be there.
They should not be
They
there.
shouldn't be there. But it wasn't on account of what Duke did. It was all what Auburn didn't do.
No. You talking about University of Central Florida or what Auburn didn't do to advance?
What Auburn. What,
Well, yes.
what Central Florida didn't do. I'm sorry.
But shout out to Taco because they fouled him early.
Yeah,
And some of those fouls weren't fouls. I
yeah,
think that was kind of a thing where he didn't.
Taco, we can spend another hour on
Yeah,
Taco.
right.
But yeah, we really can.
Yeah.
Box out, you win the game, UCF. All
Yeah.
you got to do is box out on the free
Yeah.
throw. Box out, you win the game.
I felt like that wasn't Duke's best game at all.
No, they shouldn't
not be
here.
there.
They shouldn't
No.
be in the Sweet 16 at all.
No.
They shouldn't be there.
I think they're going to get eliminated in the Sweet 16. Well, no, because they play Michigan State, so I don't know.
Michigan State,
yeah.
Michigan State just as big and they just
Yeah.
as tough.
And do not sleep on Izzo.
I'd argue that they're tougher.
Mm.
I'd argue Michigan State's tougher.
And a little bit deeper, too.
Yeah.
And a lot deeper. They are a lot deeper.
Well,
So,
we'll see.
Coach K gonna have a tough one on his hands for this one.
I mean, it's going to be good.
My Tar Heels, we
North
got
Carolina's
we got
going
Auburn,
all the way through.
We got
You got
Auburn,
Auburn,
man.
y'all
Look,
good.
look, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm
I
not
think
gonna be a
y'all good.
homer.
Nah,
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
y'all
be a
good.
homer. That Auburn team is really,
What about
really
Houston
good.
and Kentucky? Because I got Kentucky
That's
going.
actually gonna be a really
I
good
got
game.
Kentucky
That's going
going.
to be a good game. Over Houston?
Every Sweet
Yeah,
16
I do.
matchup
Houston is
is
playing
really
good.
good.
Yeah, it is.
But that Houston team is
Yeah,
really good.
they're good. I
Kelvin
know.
Sampson
I
got them
know.
boys
I picked
hooping.
Kentucky though, so we'll
He
see. I
does.
gotta go with my brackets.
Really
and feel what
long,
it does.
athletic. They don't have like a true big man, but
Right.
they get up and down the floor. Man, they like some gazelles, bro.
Yeah.
They run, bro. They're just like Florida State, but they're bigger though.
Right.
Well, Florida State's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, we
it's gonna
shall
be interesting.
see. But again, I thank you guys. Shout out to Goose. Shout
for
out to
having us,
Dre.
baby.
Let
Thank
the
you.
ball
Thank-
bounce. Make sure
thank
you guys
you,
tune
baby.
into them every Saturday, every Tuesday. Where can they find you guys on social media?
Oh,
Hey, let the ball bounce.
yes indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the gram.
On the
Okay.
gram.
At Let the
Yes,
Ball
indeed.
Bounce. Let
Right.
the Ball Bounce on Twitter.
Yes,
and that's
indeed.
with
One
one
T.
T. You can find Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter and then Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook.
You gotta
yes,
be with
you
us
gotta
on
be on
Facebook. And hit
Facebook,
us
man.
on
They
our,
post every day.
hit us
man,
on our
listen,
Gmail too.
Every
Let the
day.
ball bounce at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. Shoot questions on the emails.
Absolutely.
Goose, that's the same place they can find you, hun?
I'm at Goose1914 everywhere. Trey Goose 1914
Trey
everywhere.
Goose. All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
And then you can find me at AICENOM. That's my name, Onisha, spelled backwards,
Yeah.
on
Okay.
Instagram and Twitter.
Mo to the
Yeah, Mo to the E
E
to
to
the. And then you can also find me, of course, on Facebook as well, Monisha K.
indeed.
Threats. Never a threat.
Hey.
We're gonna wrap up. This is
Yeah.
Girl Chat Sports. I really
Yes,
appreciate
indeed,
my
man.
special guest
Salute.
co-host. Shout out to Quan. Shout out to Unnamed Sports Show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Las Vegas Sports Daily, Mike Dixon, his team.
Yeah.
Shout out to just everybody in the Vegas community.
Shout out Mel out there in
and shout
Costa
out to
Rica.
Mel out there,
out there booed up.
in her green dress that we had to bring up
Did you
again
take the
today.
green dress with you, man?
Let me,
Mel, we want to know.
right before we go, let me tell you what I'm waiting in the mail because obviously, you know, I'm going to San Francisco for the Giants game and
Yeah.
the Yankees game. You would probably think that I'm wearing a Yankees jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Now I'm waiting in the mail for that young G Baby edition
Whoa.
jersey, and I'm gonna wear that jersey.
Oh, okay.
Shouts out to G Baby from Hardball.
All
Shout out to
right.
G
Okay. Shout out to
Baby,
G
man. Rest in
Baby.
peace,
That's
G
what.
Baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
R.I.P. to
kill him.
G
Well,
with
you gotta
that
let
jersey.
us know, and we definitely will invite you back on when Mel's here in the building. We'll talk again. We probably
Yes,
have to
indeed,
extend our
man.
show a little bit longer because I had a good
Absolutely,
time
man.
with you guys.
Yeah.
I
Dope,
really did, and
Nope.
I really appreciate you
And
coming
no
in.
means no.
No means no.
That means no.
Even if you're Mike Trout, and even if I put my lipstick on.
Don't drug them.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, indeed.
Peace out.